So ordinarily, a director's responsibility is to promote the success of the company. However, when a company is heading towards liquidation, or it looks like it might be in financial distress, there is an obligation for the directors to switch hats and to consider the views of the creditors. It's really important that they don't do anything to worsen the position for the creditors, and they're no longer having the primary focus of the shareholders' interests. The key duties of a director when a company is facing insolvency is to ensure they're not worsening the position of the creditors. They have to ensure that every transaction they are doing is not making the position worse. This is things such as selling assets and ensuring they're still being sold at market value, and they're not considering trying to sell things at a lower cost just to try and make some money. They have to ensure they're not preferring any creditors. So this is really important that they're not paying some creditors over others. It's really common that directors want to try and pay off local suppliers and do have a tendency to stop paying HMRC or other creditors that are not causing so many issues for them. Wrongful trading is when a director has continued running the business knowing full well that it is insolvent and it is unlikely to turn back into a profit-making company. Fraudulent trading is more severe. So this is when a director has made conscious decisions, taking on things like debt that it knows it can't repay, and there's a deliberate air of dishonesty about the fact of the trading. A director can find themselves personally liable in an insolvent company if they have misused funds. This could be things such as taking excessive salary. So liquidators will review the books records of the company, and if they consider that directors have misused company funds, the directors are going to have a personal liability to repay those funds, and the liquidators are going to be able to go after the directors personally. My one message to directors would be you really need to consider early and get advice early if you think the company is going into financial difficulties. It's much easier to put a plan in place earlier on. It's also easier to ensure you are not doing anything to worsen the position for the creditors. If the director is aware that the company is in trouble, it's really important they take steps to ensure they minimise losses. They should really act as early as they can. This could be talking to an accountant, talking to an insolvency practitioner to ensure that the steps they're making are in the best interests of the company. They need to ensure they're keeping clear, up-to-date records. They're considering every action that they're taking, and it's really important that they're now considering the creditors and not the shareholders in this instance, because they want to ensure they're not worsening the position of the company.